everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be going just a little bit more on the dramatic side for this makeup tutorial that I did right here on my face. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Samantha and I do both beauty and fitness videos here on my channel. I will call out this beauty right here. It will be here until January 1st. If you're not okay with that, I'm sorry about your luck. I love Christmas. I love all of the decor for Christmas. So I had to just bring a little something, you know, before Thanksgiving. Hope that's okay with you guys. So if you, if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you guys here. And yeah, so if you want to see how to get this makeup tutorial right here, then let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so for this video I'm going to be using this Morphe, or this tutorial I should say, I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette. For those of you that are not familiar, it looks like this. I just wanted to stay really warm and kind of neutral, not too warm for this makeup tutorial. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of wing it. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to scoot you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see more of my eye area. Alrighty. So the very first thing that I'm going to do that you guys are already kind of familiar with is I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm just going to apply that on my upper lids. Not my upper lids, but my lids. You guys know what I mean. And I'm just going to take my Real Techniques little blender and blend that all out. And then I'm going to go in with the Hangover RX. You guys know that I love this. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the face. Alright, and once that is all dried down, I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M501 brush. It looks like this. It's a very fluffy blending brush, and I am going to go in with the lightest shade right here in the palette. And I am just going to apply that all over the lid. Tap off the excess. Alright, and then once we have that blended in, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to mix this shade and this shade within the palette, these two right here. This more kind of cool tone brown, and then this is kind of like a yellow banana shade that you could almost use to set your eyes. And I'm just going to mix the two of those. And I'm just going to apply that in the crease and move it up to my brow. Alright, and then I went to go in with this shade right here. This is a really nice transition shade, so I'm going to go in with that. And this is just a little bit more warm. I just wanted to get a cool tone base down before I went in warm. Alright, and then I'm going to take this shade right here. It's almost like a shade darker than this one that we just put on the lid. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this shade right here. And I'm just going to do the same thing, just working that into the transition shade. And then I'm going to take this Morphe M441 brush. And this is just a really fluffy brush. This is almost as long as this one that we just used. It's just more dense. It's not as fluffy. And so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to start working that in the crease and work that a little bit up towards the brow, but not as far as we took the other transition shades. Okay, and then next we're going to take this red reddish brown right here, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. This time we're just gonna bring it a little bit lower. And then we're going to take this brown in the palette. This almost looks like this one, but it's just a shade darker. And we are actually going to be taking that one on the Morphe M443 brush. M433, sorry. Excuse me. And these browns that we're using, they're a little bit redder in tone than a normal, like, dark deep brown or a cool tone brown. These are more in like the red tone family. And then I'm going to take the Morphe M501 brush and I'm just going to kind of blend everything all over, just so that we have no harsh lines. Like so. And then I'm going to take this brown right here in the palette, and I'm going to take this Eco Tools brush. It looks like this. And I am just going to very lightly pack that on the outer V and put that in the crease. And then I'm going to go into this darkest shade right here. And I'm going to do the same thing just over top of it. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Morphe M505 brush, and it has no product on it whatsoever, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend all of this together so that it is seamless. Alright, so now for the fun part. So I am going to take my favorite shade in this entire palette, and it is this shade right here. You can't really tell, maybe you can tell if I lift it like that. It's a really metallic shade, so I'm going to show you. This is what the shade looks like. And swatched on the back of my hand, that is what it looks like. It is literally the most beautiful, shiny, metallic shade ever. And I love to use this color, and that's why we did kind of more of a neutral eye, because you can't tell in the palette, but it has like a pinky tint to it. And definitely for the holidays, I love to go with more of a sparkly eye than a matte eye. If you wanted to at this stage and you just wanted a matte eye, you could definitely just put like white matte all over your eyes and that would suffice. So for this, I like to start off with my finger. I do think that it applies really nicely. So I just start off with my finger and then I'll end with a brush. And then for the inner corner of my eye, just because I feel like I can't really get there with my finger, I just take, this is a Morphe M224 brush, and I just kind of take that right in the inner corner. There And then I am just going to take that Morphe 504 brush again. And again, this has no product on it, and I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth in between this area to blend it a little bit. Kind of get me started, because then I'm gonna take the Eco Tools brush again, and I'm gonna go into that dark brown shade in the palette. This one right here, in case you guys forgot. And I'm just going to blend the two colors together. I just want to take it in the crease just a little bit to blend that all out. And then I'm just going to take it on my finger, the sparkly shade on my finger again. And just pat that. And then just go over with no extra product one more time, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply some liner and some lashes. And then I will be right back. If you want to see how I do my winged liner, I'll leave a link for that down below. And if you guys want a video on lashes, I've actually had a couple requests. If you want to know how to put on lashes, leave a comment down below and I'll definitely do that for you guys. So I will see you guys back in just 1 minute. Alrighty everybody, so I have my lashes and my liner on. The lashes that I use are these Ardell Natural 162 Blacks. They look like this. And I just get them from CVS. So I do, while I have these on, I'm going to apply some mascara, and I'm just going to use the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I just want to do this while I have them on, or else I will forget. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foundation, where is it? Here we go. So I am going to use the Wet n Wild Photos Focus Foundation in Buff Bisque. This is the light medium shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and dot that all around my face. I just used the spatula that's in here. And I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge and blend that all out. And now I'm going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape. And this is in the shade Light. Just says light, no neutral, no whatever. And I'm going to apply that under my eyes and in my T-zone. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my Real Techniques, but this isn't my Real Techniques. Why do I keep saying that? It's Eco Tools. Right, and then for under my eyes and the bridge of my nose, I'm going to take this Real Techniques. This is a Real Techniques. I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to go and blend that all out. And then I'm going to take my airspun loose powder, and I'm actually going to take the, where is it? This is the Morphe M438, and it looks like this. And I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes with this. And now for the rest of my face, I just lightly set my under eyes because this is Thanksgiving. We do want to bake. So I'm just taking this Eco Tools. This is perfect because of the shape of this. I am just going to be taking this, and I'm going to go into my airspun like so. And I'm just going to set it like that. Right, and for the rest of my face, I just kind of did my T-zone area. For the rest of my face, I'm just taking my Real Techniques, the powder brush, and I'm just lightly setting the rest of my face. Alright, and now while that is kind of all baking, I'm going to go ahead and contour while I'm doing that. I'm fully aware that this looks completely crazy right now. Alright, so this is probably like not a necessity. Just use whatever contour shade that you prefer, that you love. Doesn't have to be anything crazy by any means. But I love the in the Shape Matters palette by Smashbox. I personally love this contour shade. It works perfect for me. So I actually take the very tip end of my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I just dip it into that contour shade. Time to pucker up and go right and follow the hollow. Follow the hollow. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and bronze the skin. So for this, I'm actually taking something other than the butter bronzer today. I'm taking the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends in the Natural Radiance Bronzer. It looks like this. This is a cheaper version than the butter bronzer, I believe. So if you want something cheaper, this is a great one. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove all the bakage. And I am just using this duo fiber brush from Real Techniques. It works perfectly for me. And now we have one more final baking piece that we're going to do. I'm going to take this very clean edge on the back of this and I am going to go straight in to carve out my contour. Like so. And what this is just going to do, it's just going to clean it up. We just leave it there for a second, nothing intense. And then I'm going to take the other end of my Kat Von D brush and I'm just going to flick it up. Next, we are going to go in with the Morphe E3 brush. It's just an angled brush, and then the Wet n Wild Apricot in the Middle blush. Looks like this. This is the color. Just a very good neutral shade. These blushes are very pigmented, so please be warned. Alright, and then we're taking the Morphe M510 brush. It looks like this. And the Wet n Wild, I'll have a Cosmo. These are such a pain to open. So this looks like this. I like the Boozy Brunch too, but this one, I'm more of a pinky highlighty person than a golden. As you guys can see right there. And that is what it looks like. I love this highlighter. And then now I'm going to do my brows. Nothing too crazy, just per usual, the Anastasia brow powder in the shade medium brown. And then I go ahead and I take the Milani Fiber Brow Gel. Looks like that. It is very well loved, as you can tell. And then while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up my inner corner of my eye and my brow highlight as well. And for those, I'm just going to go back into the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to take that shade that we put all over the lid, and I am going to just grab some of that and highlight my brow bone with that. And then now I'm going to take this shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M508 brush. You guys have seen this before. It's just this little smudger brush. So I'm just going to take that shade and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with this red brown over here. And then I'm going to take the deepest dark brown that we used, and I'm going to keep that closer to the outer portion. And then I'm going to take my NARS liner, and I'm going to line the upper lash line and the lower lash line. And then finally, before I coat the bottom lashes, I'm going to go in one more time, the sparkly shade, and I'm just going to bring that down a little bit. And then I'm just using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara again on my lower lash line. Alrighty, and then last but not least, we are going to take the Lorac Alter Ego lip pencil in the shade Duchess. It looks like this. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. And then I'm going to take the Smashbox liquid lipstick in the shade Dream Huge, I believe is the shade. And I'm going to apply that to my lips. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and take the Hangover RX spray and just set my entire face with that. Alright everybody, this is the completed makeup look. I really hope that you enjoyed this more dramatic makeup tutorial if this is what you're looking for the holidays. And I'm really glad that I was able to use a more affordable palette for you guys if you are looking for a budget-friendly dramatic makeup look. So if you guys loved this makeup tutorial, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you get notified for future videos as well. Hit the bell. And yeah, I know I've said it in like every every video leading up to Thanksgiving, but I really hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!